Whole lot of gang shit. Whole lot of gang shit. Whole lot of gang shit. Let's go. It's working. Whole lot of gang shit. Let's go. It's working. Whole lot of gang shit. Let's get shit going. Welcome, people. Welcome to a live of the stream. Very nice, very nice. Do some editing and shit like that. Anime / manga. Should I change the title to that? It'll look better. Probably does look better if I change the title. Bang, bang, bang. Let's get this rolling. Some backstory audio. Hello. If you can hear me, let me know. Make sure the mic and shit is working. Bro, you are getting the 10k for sure before the end of the year. That is the hope. That is the goal since the start of the year. That will be very hype. The mic is working. Very cool, very cool. That's good, that's good. Got the top 10 backstories video to work on right now for Kengan. PogChamp. Yes, I hope Joyce will get that the dub. Pray to almighty German monster. Do you watch the 7 Deadly Sins? Yes, I do watch it. I think the newest season recently came out on Netflix, but I watched that in dub like a couple months ago whenever it was airing. Not dub, I watched it in sub, I mean. A couple months ago whenever it aired for Netflix. So that is very cool, very cool. Okay. The stream link has been posted everywhere. Now I can go on with the editing. Let's get some other good shit in here. I might do some tier list later or something along those lines if I get bored of editing at any point. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Kengan Omega. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another. Okay, so you can do this. How many hours does it usually take for you to edit a video? Depends on the video. So some videos it won't take very long, but I'll say this video maybe might take 2 hours to fully edit and everything, I would say. So how long is this? This is a 10-minute video. About 2 hours for this one. Sometimes longer, sometimes shorter, around that range. I'll say 1 to maybe 4 or maybe 5 hours for most of my videos. Just depends how fast I edit as well. Sometimes I just sit there and look at it for like an hour and like do nothing, or get distracted with other stuff. What's up guys, welcome back to another Kengan Omega Kengan Ashura video. If you're new here and enjoy Kengan content, make sure to subscribe and join the Discord to talk more about its greatness. So today I have my personal top 10 backstories in the Kenganverse. I may have missed quite a bit of... What's your favourite song? Good question. Do I even have a favourite song? Don't know if I do. Check on my phone. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to check on my phone. Actually, no. Where's my YouTube? I'll open my YouTube and see what I've been listening to recently. Favorite banger: Godzilla by Eminem. Yeah. Stay High All the Time. That's a modern classic, you know, very modern. Literal banger. So today I have my personal top 10 backstories in the Kenganverse. I may have missed quite a bit of characters that could have made this list, but I went through like 30 to 40 characters to make my top 10 here, and then to order the top 10 was quite difficult as well. So if I miss a certain character that you enjoy their backstory more than maybe someone on this list, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And now on to the top 10. So at number 10, I decided to go for... You don't know what number 10 is yet? Hello, weird kid. How's it going? How is it fucking going, mate? How many chapters do you think the fight between Julius and Muro will be? I think it's going to be the shortest fight I've had for the Purgatory fight, so I'm assuming maybe 3 or 4 chapters. I don't think it'll be as long as the first 2 fights. Hope it just keeps up the same pace they did last chapter of this straight brawling crazy action all the way through, which will be cool, and they just do that. Maybe we get a glimpse of some of Towa's backstory and maybe some of Julius's training, but hopefully it's more focused on the fight and just the mayhem with that, which will be very cool. I think Muro would win, bro. Don't say that. Gotta root for our boy Julius. The German monster, the German tank. Gotta pray for his victory. Carlos vs Falcon. Interesting fight. I'd probably go for Falcon, honestly. It's gonna stick with my current trend of hating on Carlos. For, you know, talking all that shit and then getting fucked up by Yao Lang till we had to stoop quite low. It is raining outside for me. Very nice. Rain for that peace and shit. What should I do? What else should I add? Here's some Chadley characters. Favorite manga of all time? It's probably between Kengan Ashura and Berserk. Probably between those two at the current minute. Or I'll say Kengan Ashura, Kengan Omega as one thing. It's probably between that or the Kengans and Berserk currently. What fighting style you think King will use in Omega and against Sue? So I still think King is going to be fighting Kano Gito and actually defeat Kano Gito. I know a lot of people say they assume that the Six Fang is going to fight Kano, but what's it called? What am I saying? But I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Six Fang's going to work out a way to avoid Kano and fight someone else, and then Kano's going to end up fighting King and possibly lose. Gaolang versus Setsuna. Stay tuned for that what if battle in the coming weeks. That is on the list to do, I believe. Unless I haven't done it already. I don't think I've done it, but it's on the list. I'll have a look if I've done it. Yeah, I don't think I have, but it's on the list in the coming days, so not going to spoil that. Yeah. That is on the list. Yours is probably Bucky. Yeah, Bucky's good. Has a lot of ups and downs though, is my issue with Bucky. I'm losing my mind having to wait a week for chapters, especially during this fight. See, we have to wait. We're lucky we only have to wait 1 week for chapters. Like, there's other series that have to wait too long, in my opinion. But 1 week chapters, and it's for us, it's still not short enough. You know, we need daily chapters to quench our hunger for Kengan greatness. That's why a lot of people tend to like wait and not read a chapter for like 5 or so, or for like 5 weeks until there's a couple of chapters out, then watch it all like that. But I'm not about that shit. I read the raws and look at all the Japanese writing and shit. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what that means. Garland will clap him. That's for the what if him. Maybe, who knows, you know. Setsuna has all that hacks Koei style, has elements of the Nico style. I hate Bucky when it explains random shit. Yeah, that is a downside of Bucky for me as well. I'm not really interested in a lot of that part. Like, some explanation of it is okay, but recently with my sumo arc review, a lot of the sumo explanations that last like chapters long at some points aren't really my most enjoyable parts for it. But it's alright. It'd be alright. For this stream as well, I tried to make the latency shorter, so I'm not like 10 seconds delayed or however long it was last time. So it should be better this time, hopefully. Living inside of a secret laboratory, his power and have restraint when he needed to, because while just holding the control, it would just burn. At number 9, I decided to go for Wakatsuki's other backstory. Is pretty much him fighting Kano Gito, losing, getting one of his first losses, and so on. So it wasn't really that good, not that important. So number 9, I decided to go for a bang, bang, bang. Are you Australian? Yes, I am. Do you watch Fire Force? Yes, I am currently watching season 2 of Fire Force. I'm like 2 or 3 episodes behind, I think. I watched the first 2 as they aired weekly, but then I kind of got behind, haven't really watched any currently airing anime the last 3 weeks, I would say. So a couple episodes behind, but I am watching the current season. Hi, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I'm good. I'm alright. How are you? I'm quite alright. Did you watch? Yes, I'm also watching ReZero as well. I think I'm one episode behind for ReZero. I've been watching that, or trying to watch that as soon as it comes out, but I think I'm one episode behind at this point. Not sure how I'm finding the current ReZero season. Could be better. Just nothing much has really happened, but with the cliffhanger, the last episode, so I'm assuming that the most recent episode was pretty good. Probably watch that tomorrow, I'd say. Say something in an Australian accent. Yeah, nah, mate. Fucking, yeah, nah, I can't, yeah. Hey, that's pretty Australian for you, I'd have to say. Some waka from Russia. Very cool. Oh. Yeah, I'm from Russia. Very nice. Where is what I am looking for? There it is. There she breathes. But I speak for Azerbaijanian. Yes, I definitely know what that is. Okay. I got what I needed. I found the episode that I required for the editing. Hello, remember me, Oni-chan. XD, I changed my account. Maybe I remember you. Maybe I don't. I can neither confirm or deny this. It's very unknown. Last stream you're here. Maybe I do remember you. Or maybe I don't. You know, last stream was like 2 days ago. Yeah, that's like 2 months in quarantine. I have no idea what's going on out here. Time is gone. It's already 8 months into the new year. Why is the quality so low for this fucking thing? Where do you think the story is going to go after Kengan vs Purgatory tournament? So there's a lot of stuff to cover. I assume after or the end of the Purgatory tournament will probably lead into like a worm invasion and then a whole arc involving the worm probably. So it will probably take place the worm arc after that, and will take up about maybe 50 to 100 chapters probably, or maybe a lot longer than the invasion or raid that occurred in it's called Ashra. But then after the worm stuff, we have pretty much the rise of Koga. So that will probably be a huge bit of stuff, maybe during the same time of worm or after the worm. We'll see some more Koga training, him having his first Kengan match and all that. And then after the worm and everything regarding that, we still have to learn more about the inside, go over all the Tiger Vessel stuff, but the Tiger Vessel stuff may happen during the worm stuff, but learn more about the inside and everything regarding it. So there's a lot of stuff to cover after Omega. I haven't watched Kengan Omega. Do you recommend it to me? There's currently no anime for it, but I highly recommend reading the manga if you have read Kengan Ashura. Not even a highly recommend. It's a must read if you've read Kengan Ashura. An absolute must. Big fan. Love what you're doing. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Underrated. Thanks. Appreciate it. Hopefully one day I'll be overrated. Maybe that's the true goal, to be overrated. at this absolute chat of a man. Absolute tank. Hello, stop doing it. Why are you doing this to me? You like choked out by my headset. Fucking wires everywhere. Look at these two badass Segabahashi and Waka. Waka Waka. Wakasuki is a tank. Very nice. Time to look for some Wakasuki stuff. Some Waka Waka. Wakatsuki. Let's go full size. Absolute beast of a man. Unparalleled muscles. The almighty blast of course. Quick question, do you think there will be a point where Oma will be stronger than Croaky, and do you think they will fight again? So, yes, I think there's going to be a point where Oma will be above Croaky, but for some reason I don't think they will fight again. The authors may leave it to a point where it's not really confirmed which one's stronger, but it's more assumed that eventually Oma will be stronger, but could be arguments for both sides, so that's what I think will happen, but I don't think they'll fight again. It'd be cool if they did, they'll be hype as fuck, but for some reason I don't think they will end up fighting again. You gotta get some water. Some water. For Okora? So Okora's backstory. I like that you go in depth for Kengan's story because not many people talk or know about Kengan Ashura / Omega. And that's a shame about Ashura and Omega, especially Omega, because Ashura got a lot of popularity thanks to the Netflix anime, but not many people know about Mega, so that's the main driving points of my channel to get more people reading Omega to enjoy its greatness. He kills the people he finds, so this is the evolution with his backstory. At number 8 is an interesting one, and people may have issue with me putting him here. I decided to go for Falcon. So, in short, tell your friends, everyone you know, go read Kengan Ashura and go read Kengan Omega. It's just how it's going to be. And while they're at it, might as well read Record of Ragnarok. Bucky as well, just give that a go. Let's read everything, honestly. And then check out the channel, Mysterious Weeb, and Mysterious Chat as well. Might as well go for both. Good luck, Akora. What are you, a simp? What are you, a simp? Will you be posting a lot on your second account? So for this account, I'll most likely leave this account for live streams, and I may upload all my God of High School content on this channel still, if I can be bothered even making more, because after reading up to chapter 350 of the manga, I've kind of, lost interest in it a little bit. I'm still watching the anime weekly, but I just can't be bothered making videos relating to it. But this random shit will most likely be posted on this channel, and live streams will be here as well. So it's all Gucci. Very cool transitions. I like it very much. I heard Kiss Anime was shut down today. That is very unfortunate. This video I'm working on will be tomorrow's video, or tomorrow for me. I don't know what time zone you're in, but it's 1 a.m. tomorrow, so about this time a little bit earlier tomorrow, so like 24 hours from now, I would say 20 to 24 hours from now, this video will be out. What if I don't have money? How do I watch manga? And some ads need money. You just use websites. There's hundreds of websites that allow you to read manga for free. This backstory video is coming out next on my channel. The backstories and shit like that. I like all kinds of music, but mostly acoustic based stuff is what I tend to listen to the most in my like whenever moments. Why can't I donate to your live stream right now? I probably don't have the donation thing set up or anything like that, so that's probably why. I might set it up before next live streaming or something like that, but yeah, it's probably because it's not set up. This tank. How do you think Kengan's going to end? Kengan's going to end with Koga becoming peak Chadness and defeating Oma, or getting respected by Oma. Do you like Travis? Travis. So I'm scared to say who's Travis. Don't want to get got. Travis Scott. Yes, I listen to him sometimes, not that often. I thought Travis was like a Joe. I thought I was gonna get got. And if I got that wouldn't be very ideal. Travis Scott with sicko mode. After Mega, it would be Alpha, then Ultimate, and then finally side character stories. Yeah, possibly, but there's probably a lot of stuff to cover for a Mega still. I'm assuming there's going to be like 300 chapters plus for a Mega. What if the Chad Beard meets Yujiro Hanma? Well, I think the Chad Beard may be fucked if he meets Yujiro, because Yujiro is just a bit craziness. Just a bit over the top. Just a little bit over the top. I don't see there being interesting enough story after Kengan vs Purgatory and Go time as well. But I don't think it will be like just based on that. There'll be other stuff going on during the same time. So like every chapter will get maybe one half of like other stories. So maybe worm stuff or maybe inside stuff, and then the other half will be like Koga's training, Koga and Kengan matches and stuff like that. That's what I think they're gonna do for the remaining of the manga. I think Emil. See, I think it's going to go longer than 200 because what are we at now? At chapter 70. You can assume that the Purgatory Channel will end around chapter 100 or something like that. I'm just going to assume, yeah, chapter 100. But then you got this, there's so much shit to cover. Like everything with Worm to cover. You got everything with the inside. You got everything with Koga because there's no way they're just going to leave Koga to the side. They could, but OBA feels bad, chap. Oliver Stomp, sorry to say. The first time I saw the Oma staring down Bucky, I was thinking Bucky can see cells, people's cells. Bucky probably think, I think it was mentioned that's the reason for Bucky in the art, for Bucky looking down, was because he didn't see Oma as like a threat, so he was pretty much looking through him like he's not even there. He's like, oh yeah, you can't face me. That's what I believe they said for the fan art, or not fan art, for the official art, promotion art, whatever it was. Very nice. The Falcon vs Ray, Simp vs Weeb. I'll definitely go for Ray to get the dub for that. Probably mid difficulty, but yeah, Ray for sure will be able to win. If he was in like super simp mode, I think even easier. The almighty super simp mode. Undefeated champion of the simps. Falcon is the Naruto fangirl of the series. At some point, he decided to become a wrecker. A wrecker pretty much wrecked people for a living. That was pretty cool. The middleweight class of this, he was a... But you have to mention the most important part of his backstory is he walked in, became the ultimate super weeb, talking like a super weeb ninja fangirl Falcon that we know him of today. So that's number 7. At number 6, I decided to go for... Speaking about Falcon, the one and only, our boy Falcon. What mainstream animes have you not watched yet? So, over like a span of like 10 years, I have not watched the second episode of Bleach. I've watched the first episode like 5 or 6 times, but I've never got to the next episode after that. Um, when it comes to mainstream, I don't watch Black Clover and I don't plan to watch Black Clover. Same with Boruto, don't watch that or plan to watch that. But most other mainstream stuff that I can think of right now, I've probably seen. Who do you think are the characters that will achieve beard level fighter in the story except Oma and Kano? Beard level. That is a good question. Well, you've got to assume that Koga will eventually reach beard level. I'd say Wakasuki could probably reach it at some point. Maybe. He is getting a bit old and kind of lacking technique for his age. If that makes any sense. Falcon is Singaporean. I am too. Sorry, he's cool. Makes sense. We need a fucking Australian fighter. That's all we need. What if Purgatory had a tournament like Kengan Ashura? That is possible. We could have we could have a whole arc just on the Purgatory fighters, or maybe like a sequel manga or something like that, a side manga, just covering the Purgatory fighters. So even thinking about that, there's just so much stuff to cover in the story, or that could be covered or shown, which is very hype. Yeah, I also believe that Falcon would have been defeated if it wasn't for his poison toe weakening Rito to get the submission on him at the end. Or the chokeouts, I mean. Just a feels bad, man. Just a feels bad. We need revenge for our boy Rito. What is up, my fellow Chad? Absolute Chad lads, mate. Falcon. Know your place, boy. The current video I'm working on is Kengan Omega or Kengan Ashura top 10 backstories. I feel like starting an anime YouTube channel just like yours, go for it, dude. Just go for it. If you enjoy it, keep going. Just make sure you have fun while doing it. I think Cosmo and Satuna could achieve beard levels. Yes, Cosmo, another one who has a lot of potential. One of the youngest fighters in the Kengan Association and already pretty high mid-tier fighter. Satuna, possibly. I'm pretty hyped to actually see him again in the story. That'll be one of the hype moments. Not as hype as, Oma coming back and all that. The reveal of Oma and Rayan, but the return of Satuna. Hatsumi Sen as well, possibly, if he's training somewhere. His return could be crazy and show like insane power up or something like that. Yeah, Cosmo is quite cool. I wouldn't call them underrated. They get rated pretty well, I think, by most people. Yes, I read One Punch Man. I don't know if I read the manga. I don't read the webcomic version of it because the art isn't for me. If I was to be honest, the sixth fang of Metsudo versus all the fangs of Metsudo. Well, once we get to actually see or learn more about all the fangs of Metsudo, that might be a video, a possible video in the foreseeable future. This but a scratch. Actually, one of the funniest moments in Kengan. Yes, Kengan Ashura is a I can't even fucking speak. Must watch, but I recommend reading the manga over watching the anime. Or if you're gonna watch the anime, I highly recommend reading the manga from the start after doing that. No, wait, yeah. I don't think the Sixth Fang is going to win. I think he's gonna face Wakatsuki, and Wakatsuki's gonna beat his ass, or he's gonna face the Eighth Fang, and the Eighth Fang will beat his ass. One of those two. I don't think he's gonna fight Kano, but I hope he loses. I hope the monkey face dude gets fucked up by someone on Tem Kengan. Yeah, if Setsuna can train his Koei style and maybe become less insane, that'll be a big positive. And then be able to combine the Nico style and the Koei style more than what he already did in the story will probably get him up there and pretty powerful. Pretty powerful indeed he would be. He's quite a troll, that is true. That is one appealing thing about him. For Kuroki Gensai, the Almighty Beard, the Devil Lance, the Chaddus of Chads, make his ultimate defense as strong as it was. It's a pretty badass. Yeah, the scary element for Kengan definitely comes from the creepy smiles all the characters have. Backstory, him, being part of the... At number 6, I have... I prefer Corona. And not the other Corona, not the bad Corona. Crack open the cold one, bruv. It is I, Kuroki Gensai, the user of the Devil Lance, and the undefeated champion of the world. Faye? Who is Faye? Is he a Purgatory member or am I tripping? Yeah, Nicholas Lee Banner is turning out to be a fan favourite very soon. Or if not already a fan favourite. Hey, Kuroki's 6'1", 96 kg. Big man. Big man with the beard. I think... Well, since I didn't know who he was with the name, I'm going to say no. He's going to lose against one of the Kengan characters. But knowing Kengan, I'm probably going to be wrong. Let's go. The Kengan anime actually has a pretty decent intro. Actually pretty underrated. It is currently 1:36 a.m. So it's not 4 in the morning per se, but it's pretty late.
His backstory came from his last.
Cosmo versus Kiryu, probably Kiryu. Probably have more hopes for the masked guy on Purgatory. I feel like he's gonna be a powerhouse for Team Purgatory. Yeah, I believe the second fang of Metsudo is unknown indeed. I think the third one as well was unknown. I think the fourth one, it was mentioned, it was one of the bodyguards, one of Metsudo's like active bodyguards. But I think the second, third, and seventh is unknown currently. So hopefully get to see those at some point in the story. We think Fist of the Seeker characters, at least the main ones, will be introduced in Kengan Manga eventually. Hopefully they do. It'll be great to see some of the top powerhouses from Fist of the Seeker maybe be involved in some like training aspects of Omega or something like that, or maybe we get some like side story stuff involving them, which would be cool to see. Hello, hello. Welcome to the land. Croaky, that typical chat old man. Is that the lead person of Purgatory? Or was that someone else? Oh no, that's the guy from Ashura, one of the fighters that did Kiryu take him out? Who took that guy out? I actually can't remember. Someone took him out before the tournament started. Oh, who was it? God, who that guy was. What if Nico and Yujiro hadn't became friends? Well, Yujiro only has one friend, and that's the slave boy. Stydrum, whatever his name was. That's his only friend. Yes, they could, indeed. Yes, so it was the guy Betsuda. Betsuda? Who the fuck am I saying? Kiryu defeated and took his position. I'm pretty sure that guy had a lot of Kengan wins, like pretty top 5 most Kengan wins in the series, and then Kiryu came in and bodied him. Shame that they skipped over that in the anime pretty much, alongside a lot of other stuff. Oh, it's Kuroki Gensai. Go absolutely bonkers. Poor Rito, just getting bodied again. Bodied by Kuroki. That's just how it is. It be what it be. Oh, man is built like a fridge. Literally built like a fridge. And that's peak Chadness. Yes, I do make money off my YouTube videos. Well, that would have been an interesting fight. Or an interesting thing that could have happened. When will you show your face? One day, hopefully. Will not specify when. When do you think season 3 for Kengan will be out? Well, I hope we get an announcement before the end of the year, but probably next year. I don't think we're going to get season 3 this year, sadly. Are you full-time or nah? I'm currently a uni student, apart from making YouTube videos. Yep, I agree. Justice Boy will kill a Purgatory member or will be killed by one, which would be a cool little twist that could happen. At number 6, I have Kono. So Kono Dioda. How long has the stream been going for? How do I even check? I do not know. I think King is either on B tier or slightly below. I'll assume he's probably on the tier of Kano Gito or a little bit above because I think Kano is going to lose against him. So maybe on current Oma tier because I currently place Oma above Kano. So slightly below, oh not high tier pretty much, slightly below Kuroki or a little bit below. Hatsumi versus Kiryu Setuna. Probably Hatsumi. Hatsumi-sen, the floating cloud. Pretty cool nickname, honestly. Of the village, weeb fat dude. Kendo became fat as fuck. Still has some power, but not any. His backstory. At number 5, I have Ben. Let's save this shit in case something just fucking blows up in my face. In case the power turns off out of nowhere, which will be lucky. These are my top 10 backstories for the Kenganverse. The top 10 backstories for the Kenganverse. No, I do not have a GIF. I bet in a few months you'll grow so much, like 100 or 200k. That would be pog. Gao Lang vs Ali Jr. That is also a planned video that is coming soon at some point. Actually, first, I'll make the thumbnail for that video right now. Because I have it written down on a notepad I have of like video ideas or videos to do. So I haven't done the thumbnail for that yet, so let's do the thumbnail for that now, shall we? Shall we give it a go? No, I think King is probably rank 1 for Purgatory, or the strongest in Purgatory. But I think King, Alan Wu, the person of soon to be the Tiger Vessel, the Chinese fighter, and the Masked Fighter are probably top 4. And then maybe you could argue the Six Fang could be in there as well as the top 5. But I think King is probably number 1 or possibly number 2 or something along those lines. Okay. Bucky Ali Jr. So before I get into the thumbnail, why is it not copy pasting? There it is. Just gonna put this here for a little bit. Just gonna, emphasis on Bucky wrecking Ali Jr. Now you can go away. Okay. Ooh. Hey now. Do I want to use manga or anime? I was gonna lose in 79. I don't think it will last that many chapters. I think the current fight, like I could be wrong, you could be right, but I think the current fight is gonna be shorter than the last ones. I don't think it's gonna be as long. Um let's make this a lot bigger, because I want to actually show you. Best story for me is Segabashi Jun. Literally made me tear up. It's the most inspiring character in the story. Yes, the pro wrestler is greatness. Do you practice martial arts? No, I do not practice any martial arts. Oliver vs. Julius, also another crossover battle I plan to do in the future, so I'm going to leave that under wraps for now. Can't wait for Pickle Arc to be animated. Yeah, that'll be very hype. A big step up from the Ali Jr. arc or the prison arc prior to that, in my opinion. Gao Lang Wong Sawat. Currently, my favorite Kengan fight is Gao Lang vs. Kano Agito in the second round of the Annihilation tournament. Yeah, the struggles of using a phone on live streams. A big unlucky. Okay. I need to make Ali Jr. a lot bigger because Gowlang looks like an absolute tank in this image. And this dude looks like he's about to cry. Man, why does he look so big? Maximum tournament fight. The ones I enjoyed the most was... Right, was the maximum tournament the one where Goki and Dopporochi had their battle? So if it was that fight, and if... yeah, probably that fight, honestly. I enjoyed the Retsu versus Sparky fight as well. That one was pretty good. It's been a while since I watched that. Like, I barely remember it, honestly. But Goki versus Dopporochi is probably my favorite. Yeah, Jack Hanma is indeed crazy and strong. Crazy strong, badass. The boys have arrived. Let's get a verse going. Quite small. Yep, Ali Jr., the simp of Bucky. Aha, I found it. Yeah, the rise of Yamashita from beta to absolute tanky Chad that just flexes on everyone. What color should I make the verse? I'll leave that for now and I'll do the other stuff. Do the other cool shit. Bang. Let's just remove this. This looks alright. Lukaku is probably at very least on Kroki's tier, so it could go anyway, like 50-50 chance or above, in my opinion. I'll probably go for above just based on him. The fact that he was fighting in the inside for 30 years and took no L's, which is just absolutely insane. Ali Jr. versus Cosmo. Probably go for Ali Jr. for that one. You never know, honestly. Cosmo does have that zone and all that other good shit. Yes, I think he does. Mainly due to he seems to be quite intelligent. Most panels he's been shown reading, so I don't think he'd be as insane and this stupid as Meguro. So he probably would is a better fighter as a whole. Maybe he doesn't have the same like insane strength as him, but probably overall a better fighter. Actually, quite excited to see his fight as well, to see what he's truly capable of. The ultimate crossover versus battle. Who will leave victorious? I think that looks alright. Yep, Ray vs. Kuroki was indeed Simp vs. Peak Chad Almighty Kuroki Gensai. Probably need to make up a new word to describe Kuroki. Like, Chad doesn't do it justice. Justice occurs here. So the thumbnail has concluded. Looks alright. Looks quite alright. I am happy with it. Gowlang versus Ali Jr. Nail. Nail being short for thumbnail. For the other thumbnails. Looks alright. Expect this video at some point once I fully work out how to make a good video doing cross-verse what-if battles. Fifth Fang versus Kiryu. I think Kano stomps Kiryu. In my opinion. Not stomps, but Kano Fifth Fang wins convincingly. It's not very close, in my opinion. Do you think Galang would lose against that? Maybe. Maybe Galang will win. I have to wait and see. I need Connor. I need to find Connor. Kono Dioda. For him, at number 6, I have Kono. Look at this dude. Yes, I watched some KSI, some JJ Olatunji, some Reddit videos and all that good shit. For the anime, yes, I'm caught up to the most recent season, but I don't read the manga for it. I am anime only. I heard all that stuff about Mike Tyson fighting again. I don't know if it's a good idea. He's already done his fighting, especially considering how old is Mike Tyson. Let's have a look. So Mike Tyson is 54. So I'm pretty sure that's quite old for boxers. So it's very interesting. KSI versus Jake Paul. Hopefully KSI, gets that clean dub. This fucks up Jake Paul whenever that happens. I'm pretty sure Jake Paul's fighting this other dude or something like that. This NFL player or something like that. Maybe wrong. And in like the undercard of the Mike Tyson fight. So that's something. Jake Paul. Paul. What was that? Wait, go back. He's so happy.
Point.
He's just so happy. You watch TGF, bro? TGF. I don't think I do. Let me look it up quickly. Pretty sure it's a YouTube channel. I've heard of them, but I don't think I do. TGF, bro? Nah, I do not watch TGF, bro, but I have heard of them. Fat boy, trying to get involved. this guy. Have you ever got into a fight? No, I don't think I have. I don't think I've ever got into a physical fight. Not a very angry person to get into physical fights. Or really have any reason to get into a fight.
Bando
46, bro.
time over there out of nowhere, he just executed him with anything they would fight in the Kengan Annihilation tournament against Hanafusa to eliminate him, but we know what happened there. So that's number 5. At number 4, I decided to go for
Gang shit. The removal of Kiss Anime trending on Twitter. Love to see it. Honestly, I haven't used that website in years. Will you do the same thing to Bucky, like top 10 backstories? I may consider it. See what happens. I love your content so much. Keep up the great work. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do karate and boxing. I want to start judo and taekwondo because of Meguro and Moriji. Very cool. Go for it, dude. If you want to do it, go for it. I don't know if wanting to be like Meguro is the best idea. Is this a bit off the rails? Just a little bit. Just a teensy little bit.
an elite medical.
Elite, mate. Bando. I am the worm. The worm within your soul is I. Learn some read taekwondo like Morijin. Man even walks like a fucking madman. Can I show this on YouTube? Whatever, should be fine. Probably already up there somewhere anyway. This fight of Bando versus Hanafusta belongs in Bucky, honestly. This is a Bucky type of fight. Stretchy boy. Yeah, most of my close RL friends know about the channels. All the boys know about the channel. Naruto vs Ichigo. Well, since I haven't got past episode 1 of Bleach, I don't have an opinion. Seen all of Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, so I can make an assumption on that. So, since I haven't seen Bleach, I'm just gonna go for Naruto. JoJo sucks. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've seen the first 5 seasons. Definitely overhyped quite a bit, in my opinion. In my opinion. Jojo Kono Dioda. No, I have not watched Afro Samurai. I've heard good things about it though, but I've never checked it out. Surprised I haven't, honestly. It's probably an anime I would enjoy. I've seen some clips from it, but not really. What's better, My Hero Academia or Sword Art Online? Oh, I've seen all the season up to the most recent one for My Hero Academia. For Sword Art Online, I stopped watching it near the end of season 1 of Alicization because I lost interest. So, with that fact alone, probably My Hero Academia. But honestly, the first 6 episodes of the first season of Sword Art Online is probably better than My Hero Academia. But everything from there is just a big downhill slope.
For Meguro, the Crying Man. Onward until 13, where he became pretty much the athletes that could even handle that, and then eventually became too strong, throwing them to death, and then became absolutely insane crazy, and that's where he was picked up by Hayami.
Bro, you need to do better with the ruse. All you do is read the damn chapter.
Katsumasa, where he took pretty much him under his wing and tried to
Probably could improve the reviews quite a bit.
Control him to do his bidding and all of that. So it's called Meguro.
I don't read the manga for My Hero. I only watch the anime for it.
Meguro, absolute spastic dude, just killing Orima. His backstory starts. This is how it is. At number 3, I went for Tokyo.
Yeah, it started off strong, cool idea, cool concept, but then after that, this went downhill from there. Big shame. But still became popular as fuck, and still getting seasons to this day. You sound like Chad. And why don't you do Kengan verse again? They were great. I do have a lot of Kengan verse battles in the works, but if you didn't know, my main channel was dealing with strikes for like a month, so all my videos I uploaded were on this channel here, Mysterious Chad. I uploaded like 3 or 4 Kengan What If battles, so if you didn't know, I uploaded some on here. Dragon Runpa. I'll have a look. I'll look it up and see if I've seen it. Dragon Runpa is a video game franchise created developed by Spike. No, I don't believe I have seen Dragon Runpa. Yes, I've watched the first 2 Fate Heaven Feels movie. I heard the third one recently came out in Japan, so I'm hyped to see the third one for that. Yeah, I'll debate someone on my Discord for a What If battle. Just it's up to if anyone else wants to do it or be part of a video. For Berserk, I'm up to date. I'm up to the most recent manga chapter for Berserk. Yeah, I've seen the most recent 7 Deadly Sins season. Honestly, not as bad as people say it is, excluding the Meliodas vs. Escanor fight. It's just me or Bucky kind of weak compared to King of Fighters. I think it's just you, because most high-end Bucky characters, including Bucky himself, would probably stomp all the Kengan fighters with like 0 difficulty. Hey Weeb, do you have an email I can try out? I do panels at my job. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Meruem versus Escanor. Meruem from Hunter x Hunter? Probably him. He's fucking just hacks to the max. But I don't read the manga of Escanor, and I know of like a huge, Chad buff he gets. Probably Meruem. I call him King. That's what I called him with my Hunter x Hunter every episode review. I called him King. And is that not what I said? I said Bucky low diffs all the Kengan fighters. Pretty sure I said that.
Kengan Annihilation Tournament against Hanafusa 2. 4, I decided to go for Meguro.
Go crazy. Go bonkers.
To go for Meguro, the Crying Man.
Men be crying blood. That shit is aight. You should do another Purgatory prediction about 2 chapters. What do you mean by that? Like prediction who's gonna fight next? Bucky does have some pretty unique character designs. Like, got dinosaur men, you got clones going back to life. You got little old men that fuck people up. Yeah, but you know, Goku also claps over. Goku. Men lost an eye and this kept on going. The Kengan vs. Bucky spin-off thing wasn't really a spin-off. It was just promotional art, pretty much, to pretty much promote the 2 series. There could be a possible spin-off in the future, but nothing was confirmed. Didn't Yujiro fuck his eye up? Or am I wrong? Pretty sure Yujiro is the one who fucked his eye up. Dorian was indeed a beast during the death row in my arcs, just fucking fighting everyone.
Is at number 3, I went for Tokyo.
Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's have a break with that part. Do some other stuff for the video. The one to die from Kang will be Akura. Instead of him killing someone, or instead of him killing one of his opponents, he's going to get killed himself. Justice Boy will receive justice with his own death. How fitting. Okay, I should be fine. But Akora, he needs justice given to him. If he wasn't all about that torturing and all that shit, he would have won against Cosmo. And Cosmo does indeed have some plot armor. The most powerful weapon in any story, plot armor. Undefeated currently. Infinite record. Nah, I don't think Ikora stands a chance against Julius. Maybe because he was able to deal with Connor, but he was cheating during that part, so maybe he can deal with someone Julius's size, but still Julius's power is this insane. And durability as well is insane. Considering he tanked the blast call and all that. Can't wait to see the Julius vs Wakasuki fight in the anime. And the Galang vs Kano. Imagine Cosmo vs Julius. But imagine Cosmo trying to do some random ass submission on him or some lock, and this can't even get around his fucking arm because it's too fucking big. Julius versus Oma, probably Oma because Oma was able to get around Wakasuki's insane strength with Nico style hacks, so I assume could probably do the same thing with Julius, such as redirection or that shit. I am indeed streaming, yes. Yes, Ahmed. This should be a stream. I might. Nah, not overrated. Just is countered by a few characters' abilities, but his strength and being one of the top 5s in the series is what he is. I've been streaming for 98 minutes. Pog. Probably end the stream in about half an hour. Get some sleep when it hits 3 a.m. It's not his strength, it's his muscle density is 52 times pretty much denser than the average person, which gives him insane strength and durability and all that. Most useful fighting style in Kengan, not based on character strength. Probably the Nico style, because there's just so much to it. You can just do so much, even at a basic level of it. Oma's is advanced with some elements of it, but even at basic level, just the basic elements of it is just absolute hacks. My top 3 favorite Kengan characters, in no particular order, would be Gao Lang, Kure Rayan, and someone else. Undecided for my third pick. Maybe Segabahashi at this point. I do like me some Segabahashi. I've got a reflection about why Oma wasn't mentioned IO. Yeah, I talked about that. The Purgatory got knowledge of every known fighting Kanga as Oma and Rain was never officially announced. Were they not officially announced? Could be right about that. But I do not remember whether or not they were officially announced or something like that. So that could be a possibility. So they don't really have that much knowledge of each of the fighters or what happened during the Annihilation tournament. But the fact that in the extra chapter, I don't know if that's considered canon or anything, that that Ryuki and Koga were able to get footage or images of the fights maybe shows something else. Afang looks cringe. He's just a small boy, mate. He's just a small boy. Just a little small boy. Yeah, that is true. They would mention that. I think you may be right about what you said for the reasoning I don't know or didn't mention Oma and Rayan. And that, but for Rayan, the fact that Alan Wu or Edward Wu wanted to get revenge on the Kure clan, sending Alan Wu in there and all that, shows that they probably do have knowledge of Kure Rayan being there or a Kure member at least being part of the tournament. But for Oma, you may be right. I think Akura will either lose by killing someone, like you said, or I think Akura will win by getting killed himself, which would be absolutely insane. Tarashi is Nogi, in my opinion. The masked fighter on Purgatory is Nogi. Don't know about that one, dude. The fact that we've seen Nogi just sitting with Mitsudo just proves that's wrong, kinda. Little boy. Do you think any fight will be one-sided? I think for some reason Oma's fight may be one-sided based on the thing that they don't know of Oma's power. So maybe one of the weaker fighters on Purgatory will end up fighting Oma, and then Oma may be able to just showcase how much he's improved over the 2-year time skip and fuck up his opponent quite easily. Bro, you thought Falcon was the best on Purgatory. Don't shoot down my theory. I'm not shooting down your theory. I'm just saying some shit about it. Hey man, it wasn't just me who was, thinking Falcon was one of the strongest in Purgatory. That idea came from him being shown the most, but our boy Falcon is a super wee boy. Yeah, most shit about Kengan is just assumptions. And more than not probably going to be wrong. So far, I predicted 2 fights so far. Got Galang versus Carlos and Towamudo versus Julius. Just didn't expect Falcon to be as he was. Gozo versus Falcon versus Fang, who wins? I'll let you take that one. Clone of Agito. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Me personally hope the whole clone thing in Kengan isn't real and that Reiki is like related somewhat to Oma and like the whole clone thing just doesn't really exist. But there's a lot of stuff pointing to the possibility of that being true, which I hope is it true. Yeah, the fact that he was calling him dad does question some things. If he was Meguro's brother, he knows that Meguro killed his dad and all that. Clones, no. Please, no. Um, he may come back when like, or we may get to see Ray again, maybe to protect Reno at some point. Maybe like a worm invasion happens where all the Kangen Association members are there and Ray's there as well and has to protect her or something like that. But I don't think he's gonna have like a tournament match at some point or like an official Kangen match. Do you think Omega will be animated? Hopefully one day, but let's just pray. But probably not for a long while. But there's more than enough material to have an anime for it at this point. Let's just hope season 3 of Kengan Ashura comes out sometime soon. Yeah, feels bad to Ryuto taking that L, especially after 2 years training with Beard, still taking that L. All thanks to the almighty Poison Toe. The dangerous Poison Toe of Falcon, the Super Weeb. Falcon, the fighter who was top 1 on Purgatory prior to the tournament. Thanks to my 100% accurate predictions. Koga reads Bucky. Pog. And he knows the power of Yujo. He's going to turn into Yujo. You have to sacrifice your pain for power. That is my Nindo way. Himura probably would stand a pretty good chance. Probably even be able to defeat Carlos, I would say. I don't know about Falcon, though. I've got this picture of a massive dude with a mask and potentially Omar under the cave. However, what do you think that picture represents? Well, I don't see that picture. I have to see the picture. If you want to post it in my Discord, if you're in the Discord, I can have a look at it now.
Met and Kiryu's whole, love for Omen, him the Nico style and all that, and then the whole thing with pretty much the real Nico coming, killing Tokita Nico in front of him, Oma going insane, almost killing Kiryu and all that other stuff that happened. It was all good to see. His early days as a kid, just being in the inside, was also interesting to see. At number 2, I decided to go for
Gang shit. From chapter 0 of Omega. So you think that's Oma? You want to be part of the next verse battle? Sure thing. What's your name in the Discord? If you're in it. Yeah, for the image. So you think that's Omar in the cave fighting the masked fighter from Worm? Could be. Could be another clone that's not Reiki or anything like that. You think it's Oma and Ryuki? And that's why Ryuki's part of Worm. I don't think we know when that fight is taking place in the story. Yeah, Robinson could have probably defeated a lot of the first round people who lost if he didn't go up against Raiden in the first round. We didn't even get to see his ultimate ability as well still, which is very unfortunate. The rain is getting louder. Rain is lit. Yep, that's what I think's gonna happen. King versus Kano Gito, and that Kano Gito is gonna lose extremely high difficulty. That is my current prediction. See, my idea of the fifth and sixth Fang fighting is that he wants to avoid Kano. That's what he's been mentioning. It's been his main goal of the tournament, to avoid Kano, to not get Kano to fight him. So I think he's going to be able to avoid Kano, end up fighting someone, or I think he's going to fight Wakasuki, lose against Wakasuki, and Kano will fight King. That's what I personally think will happen. But of course, I do want to see Kano fuck up the sixth Fang. That's just a given. Thanks, my dude. What about the fitties? Yeah, got a little bit scared from King when my man opened his eyes for the first time. Imagine doing visual training and bleeding. Like, imagine not being on the brink of death like Bucky, bro. Like, shaking my head.
At number 2, I decided to go for Kano.
Yep, this is a future vid that will be my next video on the main channel. Top 10 backstories. My hope is that no more Purgatory fighters have tricks up their sleeve. Hope we're done with the tricks after seeing everything Falcon pulled out. Hopefully we're done with that, and we can move on to some top tier fights. The current Julius one looks very promising. Very hyped to see where it goes. Welcome back, Big Z, to the land of the Chads. To the land. To the motherland.
Just being in the inside was also interesting to see.
Hey, wait, how can I try out for a verse? I've got some cool ideas. Well, if you're not already, join the Discord. And We can discuss further. And if you're already in the Discord, just let me know your name in the Discord. The question is, do I eat this banana next to me? That is the question that we all have. Reported for sexual content? Why is that? A music channel. Adult Gone vs Assault Mode Meliodas. Well, based that I said King would probably win against Escanor, probably say Adult Gone is on the same level as Merrilum, or maybe a little bit below. Probably Adult Gone. Hey man, 7 Deadly Sins don't suck that bad. What do you mean? Put me up on the screen for a second. Is it on the channel you have here? I can't see the link in the chat. I think YouTube automatically removes links on comments or live streams. So I cannot see the link. If you can type out the name of the channel, I'll just search it in. Laters. I played Dead by Daylight a few times. I didn't really get into it though. Hello.
Yakuza members, that's where they met, and Kiryu's whole, love for
She loves him. Let's have a look. Bam Out of Town official music video. Is your name Bam? We have our boy Bam. Shout out to him and the music channel. Do you plan on getting the PS5 when it comes out? Probably shortly after it comes out. I probably won't get it on release or anything like that. Probably when a game I want is only on that. If it's not on the PS4, I'll end up getting the PS5. Because I'm more of a console gamer than PC gamer. Design the clothes in the video. Very nice. Got that drip going. Okay, I got about 3 minutes left to edit. Probably do that when I wake up tomorrow. Yeah, I played some of Dark Souls 1 Remastered. I played Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro and all that. Yeah, if you know or if you've read Berserk, it's cool seeing many of the references and cool stuff that links between them. The Great Sword build. Guts. Very easy game. 0 difficulty. You don't even need to open your eyes to play it. It's just too easy. Yeah, I played Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I end up getting most Dragon Ball games that come out, honestly. Dora. I watched the anime for that. I enjoyed it. I haven't decided to go onto the manga there. I'll probably wait for other seasons. Still don't know whether I should actually attempt to watch Bleach. If I would make it to the second episode after watching the first episode like 6 times at this point. Episode 16 starts getting good. Yeah, I think I said it in a Q&A video probably. Or you're talking about Dora. I don't know. Soul Society. I've heard good things about that. The Soul Society arc. If they added it to Australian Netflix, I'd probably check it out sooner. But I know it's on American Netflix. If it was on Australian Netflix, probably check it out faster. Is Soul Society the first arc? Interesting. I started the video when I started the stream. I started the stream like 2.5 hours ago, so about 2.5 hours I've been editing for. I did the audio recording already, just saw the visual stuff. Always skip the filler, of course. Skip that filler shit. Been scarred from watching Naruto Shippuden weekly. Watched like a year of filler. See, I think with Kengan's anime, it's full CGI. There's no 2D elements, it's all in CGI. While Bucky is all 2D and with some CGI elements they do every now and then. But the CGI elements they do looks like shit. Going to suck the pain. Okay, I'm probably gonna end the stream in like 5 minutes. So if you got any last minute questions, let us know now. Yeah, the manga for Omega so far has been greatness. Each week is just hype after hype. And the fact that it's weekly as well, which is very cool. Four minutes until I head out. Yeah, I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender years ago when it was first came out. Probably best cartoon out there. Aang and all that good shit. 3 minutes remaining. Think the tournament will have any unexpected problems like the last one. I think there may be a worm invasion at the end of the tournament, or if there is a worm invasion, which I think will happen, I hope it's at the end after the tournament has concluded. The main reason I think that is because they may be waiting for all the fighters to be weak after they have their battles. So after they have their battles, they're not in best shape, so they can invade while most of the fighters are weak, and that's where Kuroki's gonna be there and fuck some people up. So that's what I think. But if they do invade or if something does happen like that, I hope it happens after the tournament. I hope it doesn't happen mid tournament, like in Ashura. Yeah, seeing Edward Wu fight will be hype. Probably when we get all the worm stuff, Alan Wu will probably lose against Kure Rain, and then eventually we get a fight between Rain and Edward Wu, which will be greatness. Last question, is the Purgatory CEO shady? Probably. I'll assume he's pretty shady. Probably has some dealings with Worm. The fact that he was having a meeting with Edward Wu kind of proves that. Yep, so that's pretty much everything. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'ma head out. Laters.